let's use this old shirt to make a child's apron. We'll need to remove the back by cutting here along the side, along the back arm, and across the yoke. Harvesting this back will be convenient because the bottom hem will be used as the bottom hem of the child's apron. Next, I'd like to take this pocket by using my seam ripper, inserting the pointed end under the pocket and removing the first few stitches, then turn it over using the protected ball end to glide between the layers and remove the remaining stitches. Back to our shirt, we'll fold it in half to find the center, put in a few pins to hold that marking, and then measure out 3.5 inches, down 3.5 inches, and in from the side 3.5 inches. I like to use a plate to help me with the curve, but it should be straight, then curved, then straight. Once you have the mark, cut along the line, and we can open up our apron. The top hem is finished with 3/8 of an inch fold, then 3/4 of an inch fold. Pin in place, and we'll stitch the bottom and the top. Looking good. How about that pocket? Using the pins as a centering line, place the pocket centered and pin it in place. About 3 inches down from the top will be good. We'll stitch right along the edge. Remember to back stitch at the top edge to keep that pocket nice and secure. For the lower pockets, we'll create a horizontal pleat. Make sure you get out any hidden pin markings. Once you find that top edge, flip down the apron and pin along your fold. We will edge stitch from side to side. Let's get that folded back in place and pin through all layers on the side. Using your center pin mark, create a vertical divider so you can make 2 lower pockets. We'll stitch about 3/8 of an inch from the cut edge. That's about the width of your presser foot. Here in the middle, make sure you back stitch that divider, stitching right where your pin markings are. And you may find you've got some loose raveling threads. You probably want to trim those out. Now flip the apron over so we're looking at the back side and fold right along the previous stitching and fold again to make a nice clean finish on the edges of the apron. We'll stitch on that second fold. And you can do the same thing, just repeat for the other side. Now we're ready to put the tape on. First, cut it into 2 equal lengths. Then flip the apron over. Measure your tape so you have 11 or 12 inches above the top of the apron, and then we'll place the ribbon or tape along the raw edge. We'll want to make sure the ribbon comes beyond the raw edge of your apron. And do the same thing on the other side. Now we'll stitch at that bottom edge of the ribbon to secure. And you do the same thing on the other side. Now, let's take the apron and flip it to the front. Using that line of stitching, fold your ribbon down. And this tidy tape finish captures the raw edges underneath the ribbon. One more line of stitching, and we are secure. I've chosen a straight edge with matching thread, but if you want to be more creative, you can use a decorative stitch or zigzag with contrasting thread. It's really up to you. Now just do the same thing on the other side, and we are almost there. The sewing is complete. The 4 ends just need a knot to keep the ribbon from fraying, and you have an apron ready for your young maker. Good job!